What is up, Shredders? Today I'm here to talk to you about the Eno Reverb pedal down here. And this pedal is not that great. It's very cheap and it comes off as very cheap. It's a digital reverb in an analog box here, and that's exactly what you're getting. Normally I don't really mind digital effects as long as they sound good and perform well, but this thing really doesn't do either one of those things. It's very, very janky sounding. There are a lot of volume spikes when you move the knobs back and forth, and it's not that fun to dial in a tone when the volume is spiking up and down, and it's so hard to get a nice consistent sound with this thing. It has 3 modes to it, and to be honest, all the modes sound very similar to each other. There's almost no reason to have 3 different modes to it. It has room, it has spring, and it has well for some reason. I've never heard of well in a reverb pedal before. It's usually hall, but on this it's well, and they just sound the same. It's so hard to explain. I kind of feel bad for buying this pedal. It's a mess. 3 knobs on it are level, dry, wet, and time. And to be honest, the level and the dry and wet signal are the biggest components of the spikes. If the volume is at noon, you're going to get less of your output out of your amp in general, whether it's whether you're playing it through the front of your amp or through the effects loop. It's really just sucking the crap out of your tone when your level is at noon. So I dimed the level here so I could get the absolute most level I could without losing any of that quality tone I had before. Whether you're on noon or dimed, it just sounds awful. And the wet and dry signal, it sounds somewhat good at noon, but when you move it more towards the wet side of things, that's when your whole tone becomes more digital sounding, and it just really loses a lot of that organic sound out of your whole tone. And so if you want to try to compromise and put it to noon or even less than that, you're only going to get a hint of that reverb sound to it. So it's a lose-lose situation on both ends. And lastly, we have time, which more or less equates your delay time in your reverb so that you can get that reverb type of sound. It doesn't sound like it really affects anything too much. You get slightly a bit larger reverb when it's dimed, but at noon it's still like not really there. Overall, I would say this pedal is very disappointing, and just to avoid it at all costs, I would love to just tell you that it was good. And to be honest, I kind of feel buyer's remorse for buying this pedal. Even though it was extremely cheap on eBay, I really wanted to like this pedal, but it's just not good. I'm so irritated with it. I wanted this to be good. But it's not. So avoid the Eno Reverb pedal at all costs. I hate to be this harsh on it, but it is not up to snuff when it comes to just being a quality product. So yeah, avoid Eno Reverb at all costs. I might try the other Eno pedals out. We'll see if those are any good, but for now, yeah, this is terrible. Don't buy it. Besides all of that, let's hear the train wreck that is the Eno Reverb pedal. Okay, this is the clean channel and nothing on it. And this is the clean channel with the Eno Reverb on.